What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the F1 2021 My Team Career Mode. It's episode 13 and the Russian Grand Prix. Last time out, we were in Monza for the Italian Grand Prix, and I had probably the best first lap I've ever had in F1, ever. It was nuts. And then we finished it off with an amazing battle with Max Verstappen. If you missed that race, I'll put a link to that episode up in the top right-hand corner of your screen. Definitely worth a watch before you watch this one. Well, before we head out to the Russian Grand Prix, we have a ton of stuff to get through, a lot of upgrades that we should be getting in, a lot of activities, so let's take a look at it, shall we? Much better. We have so much stuff lined up that it doesn't even show at all before we get to the Russian Grand Prix, but it's upgrades across the board, all departments. We've got activities going on. What are the activities that we got here? We've got aero team building, chassis equipment upgrade, second driver PR filming, driver promotion filming, all positive stuff. If we look at R&D in progress, we've got 2 minor chassis upgrades, a major powertrain upgrade, the one that failed before the Italian Grand Prix that should come in for Russia. We've got a minor aero upgrade. We've got a minor durability upgrade. Yeah, we are smack dab in the middle of the performance index with relation to the other teams. So a lot of upgrades. If all this comes in, we might be right in line there with Alpine. I don't know. Let's run you through the standings again before we get everything else going. Lewis Hamilton won last time out. He extends his points lead, but that battle from 2nd through 6th is so close. 13 points separates 2nd to 6th. Absolutely incredible with Bottas, Verstappen, Norris, Perez, and Ricciardo in that fight. Then it's a big step down to Alonso, Yuki Tsunoda, Vettel, Leclerc, Gasly, Sainz in 12th. We're 13th with 17 points. Stroll and Ocon both have 9 points behind us, and then everyone else with no points. On the constructors' side, it's Mercedes is stretching their lead after that double podium at Monza, but Red Bull's got company for 2nd. It's only 7 points back to McLaren, which is absolutely wild. AlphaTauri leads the best of the rest over Alpine, Ferrari. Aston Martin, we're down there in 8th with our 17 points. Alfa Romeo, Haas, Williams still with a big old goose egg. Well, let's get this party kicked off before we go to Russia. There's a lot of stuff that we got to get done. If we get 3/4 of these upgrades come in successfully, I'll be happy with that. So put a prayer up there. Let's see how we do. Piston rings are in. Good. There's one failure. Sad.
I know we were expecting some new developments to come through, but
we were.
Some of them have failed quality control.
Yep.
We'll need to tell a team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.
I'm not going to wait until... I'm not going to waste days. I'm just going to get restarted right now. So this thing that failed was a minor weight reduction, the cable assembly, no big deal. We'll get it back in the works. We'll have it before... What is that? Singapore? Is that the next race? Singapore? I don't know. We'll have it done. Okay, cable assembly back in the works. Let's keep it going. We got our guaranteed magnetic compound. That's the ERS major upgrade that failed before the Italian Grand Prix. We got an aero upgrade on barge boards due to come in. Come on with it. There we go. Barge boards failed. Hate to see it. Yep. All right, well, we were due for some bad luck and upgrades, right? I've been pretty fortunate with not having a lot of failures, so it is what it is. 2 failures on upgrades. That's just almost unprecedented for this team, but you'll have that. You will have that. Oh, chassis department. Okay, let's see what they want.
Could you take a look at this for us, please?
I could. Good news. It's taken a few all-nighters, but the department have hit their development deadline. It's taken a real effort. This one was especially difficult to drag over the line. I think we should definitely consider some kind of recognition for the effort they've been putting in. They just had the cable assembly fail. All right, whatever. Maybe a party or something? So if we throw a party for the department, it costs me 20 grand, and I get a 50% discount on the major tire wear upgrade for heat dispersing wheel rims. If I disagree, it says that's their job? Let them throw their own party. No. Throw a party. Treat yourself. Well, the cool thing is now with this 50% discount, I can get this I can get this going, whereas before I couldn't afford it. So we'll have this before the U.S. Grand Prix at Circuit of the Americas, a major tire wear upgrade. That's big. That's really big. I'll take it. All in all, I'm proud of the team. You know, we had a couple of failures on the upgrades, but honestly, they've been so good this whole season. I can't even be mad at them, so we'll let it slide. We got some more upgrades in the works, and I think our car is going to be decent around Russia. I don't know. I don't really like this track. Sochi and I have really never gotten along. We'll see how we do, but, you know, if we can get our typical 14th, 12th place, somewhere around there, I'll feel okay about that. Let's dive into it.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts. It's got to be a relief to qualify that far up the grid.
Yeah, big relief, Claire. What do you think? Gives us a great opportunity to show off our engine's power. That's why we're up there in the first place, because this thing is a rocket ship. Yeah.
Let's talk about another team.
Let's not.
How do you feel they did today?
Don't care. Didn't pay attention, and I appreciate you asking.
It looks like you've really been focusing on research and development this season.
Is there a question that you're going to throw in there at some point, or are we just tossing out generic observations, Claire? Yeah, I have. That's why we're getting faster. I mean, really. You must have graduated the top of your class, lady. You are just sharp as a tack. Put a lot into our power unit, and I think you'll agree that it has paid off. Mm-hmm.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Welcome along then to Sochi and the Russian Grand Prix, one of 8 cities in the world to play host to both the Olympics and a Formula One race. It's a Grand Prix that's proven difficult to crack for anyone beyond the first 2 rows of the grid in recent years, so let's see if that can change today. Built on the shores of the Black Sea, the Sochi Autodrome is a 3.6-mile tour around some of the venues built for the 2014 Winter Olympic Games. Close barriers may make overtakes more challenging, but with 56% of the lap taken absolutely flat out, we certainly won't be wanting for pure speed. A fitting arena then to do battle at the pinnacle of motorsport. Alongside me once again for coverage of today's race, it's none other than the great Anthony Davidson. Now, I want to talk to you about Valtteri Bottas. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and Joker completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Verstappen, Charles Leclerc and Vettel, Perez, Hamilton. They've taken a grid penalty.
Yes, they have.
And Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Norris, Lance Stroll and Giovinazzi. Sainz, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Mick Schumacher, Nikita Mazepin and Esteban Ocon. They've taken a grid penalty. Russell, Latifi, Aitken and Kimi Raikkonen finishes off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, let's aim to keep the momentum going. Holy shit, we're on the front row for the Russian Grand Prix because Lewis Hamilton takes a grid penalty. Oh my God, we are starting second. This car is a rocket ship, at least for hot laps. I don't know if it's going to be as good in race conditions, but my God, this thing is fast by itself in hot laps. Woo-wee. Well, oh man. I don't even know what to say. So we've got an interesting scenario here. We're supposed to see rain at some point in this race. And I don't know. I mean, we're going to start on the mediums because I got into Q3 with the medium tire. I was able to go fast enough in Q2 on the medium to get in. So we got that choice. So we're not bound to the softs. But depending on the rain and the forecast said it could be pretty substantial, this is going to be one of those races where I think tire strategy could be the difference between a podium or not for us. there's a lot on the line here. We got to play this right, but we're going to start on the medium and drive it and just keep an eye on the sky. That's all we can do.
The rain is a few laps out yet, but it is coming. Be careful.
A few laps? Hold on. That didn't look like it was a few laps. That looked like it was later in the race. Oh, God. Me and Bottas are up here on mediums. Everyone else is on softs. We're going to get our asses kicked. I thought we were supposed to run longer. Oh, man. Well, that's not good. That's a twist. Well, I guess that's that weather accuracy. It's not perfect. That's a good example of it. I like it. Front row starting spot, rain on the way. We're on mediums. The Russian Grand Prix is going to be one hell of a race. Let's go. Pretty decent getaway. Bottas did nice. The guys on soft tires behind us. Oh boy, it is going to get big and ugly down here. Oh, that was a lot of contact behind us. A lot of contact behind us. I saw a Ferrari go sideways. I gotta fight as hard as I can to stay in front of these soft tire runners. I don't care if Bottas gets away. Couldn't care less. You gonna take a run at me? Yep. He didn't drive in as deep as I thought he was going to.
We're expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes. Gap to teammate behind.
All right,
is
Jeff.
12.1 seconds.
Bring on the rain. We'll run as long as we can. How about
Great
that?
work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Fastest lap of the race. Oh boy, that's big right there. Come on. We got drops. Raindrops are starting to fall here in Sochi. Oh boy.
I think we're still on the right tires for the time being.
Okay. If you say so, Jeff. Time for a little grip check. This corner is really good to tell me if we're starting to lose the track or not to moisture. And that's okay. Still okay. It's not really raining. It's still just drizzling. Tire grip's going away, but I don't feel like the track's really wet yet. That could change at any moment, though.
We'll be seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain.
20 minutes of light rain, huh? Okie dokie.
Okay, even though we're seeing cars struggle in these conditions, if we pit for inters now, we're going to be too slow and we'll burn them out. Make the best of it for the time being.
Yes, sir. As you say, sir. All right, Daniel. Had fun following you. I gotta go. Oh boy. It is getting sloppy out here.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
It is really hard to drive right now. Bottas is still out. Others are still out. I don't think anybody switched over to inners yet. Ricardo pitted. I don't think he went to inners though. But we're losing grip in this track. It is starting to get wet. Caution flag. What's going on? Oh. Oh. Hamilton's out. What happened to Hamilton? I am like drifting these corners right now. Gasly's got my DRS, but I don't know how much longer we'll have DRS. It's getting wetter and wetter. Bottas is still out on his mediums. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Gasly's on softs. He's hanging with me. We're battling, but I just don't know when to pit for inners. Or even if I need to. I'm not going to catch Bottas no matter what I do. But I might crash if I don't do something.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Confirm.
Confirmed.
Way too wet to stay out here. It's time to switch over to inners. Jeff agrees. I was going to make the call anyways. It's just nuts out here. We're slipping and sliding. Can't race like this. We need the inners.
Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS
Perfect.
is now disabled.
Perfect timing. DRS is disabled. That means it is definitely time to go at inners. Bottas pitted to get his. Gasly's behind us. Vettel's behind us. Everybody's pitting for inners now. Gonna put a little front downforce in it too. Might as well with the rain. Can always take it back.
Exit now. You'll be racing as you leave the pits. Release, release. Look after these tires now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
All right. Alonso and Ricardo are out here on mediums. Oh my God. I can't believe he made that pass. I don't know how he made that save. That was cool. All right, Gasly, we'll see ya. I wish I could hold that speed on my inners, but I can't. Oh my, I can only imagine what was going through his mind as I was drifting that corner. I have no grip. None. So Alonso and Ricardo are going to have to pit again. That much is for sure. They're on mediums. There's no way they can stay out in this. So that'll be 2 spots for us. Of course, the next question becomes, are we staying on inners till the end of this race, or is this track going to dry up and we have to switch over to softs? We do have a pair of softs left over from qualifying, so we got a fresh pair of softs waiting if we need to switch back. I just don't know when to make that call, if we make that call. Another layer of intrigue to this race.
Behind is 6.0 seconds.
I think we're going to have the fastest lap locked up unless this place really dries out, which it might, because that sun's starting to peek through. We might be switching back to softs before the end of this thing. It is clearing up.
Gap to teammate behind is 32.8 seconds.
Come on, Jack. You're better than this. We got a fast car. Come on, man. Jeez. The car's doing great right now on these inners. We're actually starting to reel Gasly in a little bit. And we pulled away from Vettel just a little bit. Just tiptoeing.
There's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris.
No safety
the marshals
car.
have managed to clear it up in time.
Yep.
There are no plans for a safety car right now.
I'm telling you, they got the best marshals in the business. They get everything cleaned up so fast. It's incredible.
It looks like we'll be running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly. The gap to the car ahead
Oh,
is
really?
2.0 seconds.
He says it so nonchalantly, like no big deal. That's a big deal, Jeff. Will we switch back to soft tires? That's the big question. At its current rate, I don't think we are. It's just not drying that quickly. So I don't think we're going to switch back. Huh. Let's not throw it away now, shall we?
Our gap to the car in front is 2.6 seconds.
Yeah, I know. I can fucking see him. Thanks, Jeff. The rain helped us for sure. But I think the car was plenty fast. Even if it didn't rain. But, you know. Oh, DRS. Wow. If this race was a little bit longer, we would have been switching back to softs.
Has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
Bottas gets the win. And unless I really bottle it down here, we're going to get our first podium.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
These inners are smoked. There you see it. We're going to hold on for third. Our first career podium at Russia, of all places. This car was really good here. Wow. Let's go. Get me up on the podium, baby. Yeah.
Thank you
Woo!
for all your hard work out there. That was a strong drive and a good finish.
Oh, my gosh. How about that? Esteban Ocon, driver of the day. Good for him. Woo!
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend.
Yeah.
Great to see them up on
Look
that
at
podium
that.
once again.
Unbelievable. Our first podium in the rain at Russia. The car was excellent all weekend. I mean, that's just... We put ourselves in that spot with qualifying, and the rain really helped us out. Crazy, man. Crazy. The final results of the Russian Grand Prix, Valtteri Bottas cruises to a 38-second victory with ease. Pierre Gasly gets second. We get third and the fastest lap of the race. So 16 big points to us. I still don't understand how this happened. Very interesting top 10 here. Vettel gets fourth. Yuki gets fifth. Verstappen, Ricciardo, Lance Stroll, Ocon from 18th to 9th. And Alonso rounds out the points-paying positions. Leclerc, Norris, Giovinazzi, Perez in 14th. Jack finishes 15th on the one-stop strategy. Sainz, Raikkonen, Latifi, Russell, Schumacher, Mazepin, and then Hamilton, your lone DNF. That was a big one for us as well. That helped us out a lot.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours.
Yes,
Everything
let's.
went your way today. It looked like you had a really good strategy for the race.
Yeah, great strategy. Try to stay ahead of the rain and ahead of the other race cars, and it pretty much worked. I don't feel like I acted like a complete anchor or held anybody up too badly. Maybe a little bit in the dry, but I think we were just fast. So it was a raced hard and got a podium finish. That's a good strategy in my book.
You're beating all expectations. Would you say we all underestimated you?
Well, did you underestimate me? Let me answer your question with a question. Because if the answer to my question is yes, then yes, you underestimated me. If you thought, wow, I really think that Speedhouse Racing is going to go out there and get a podium at Russia, then no, you didn't underestimate me. The team is more than a sum of its parts. When we work together, magic happens.
How do you feel the weather affected the outcome today?
I think it helped us. Certainly didn't dampen my spirits. Ha-ha!
Do you think you were lucky not to end your race with that crash?
What crash? We were on such a good roll, Claire. We were on such a good roll. And then you asked me that? I didn't crash. No comment, because it doesn't apply to me, clearly.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Yeah. Let's look at the updated point standings. Hamilton loses a little bit after his DNF. Bottas closes in just a bit. Verstappen there in third. Norris, Ricardo, Perez, Alonso, Vettel. Tsunoda, Gasly, your top 10. Leclerc in 11th. We are 12th with 33 points. We jump over Perez. Stroll and Ocon still down there, and everybody else without any points to their names. On the constructors' side, Mercedes with an 88-point lead over Red Bull, McLaren, 9 points behind them. AlphaTauri, Alpine, Aston Martin, Ferrari. And we're down in 8th with 33. Not bad at all. Well, that certainly was a race, an unexpected finish. I am elated. I'm so shocked. I can't believe we finished third. It really started in qualifying. We started up front and we stayed up front. We got our fastest lap. The rains came and we just soldiered along. The car was just really good. I'm surprised at how well suited this car was for this track. It wasn't bad, and I don't really like Russia, so I'll take a P3, but have we peaked too soon? That's my big concern. We don't have a lot of upgrades left to make on this car. We got some money, so we can try and start focusing on our facilities, but as far as the car goes, this is about as good as it's going to get for the rest of the year. I have a sneaking suspicion the other teams are going to keep upgrading, and they're going to blow our doors off by the time we get to Abu Dhabi, but we'll find out. I still got plenty of time to go, but I'm happy for right now, and I'm going to enjoy this moment, and I hope you're enjoying it as well. If you enjoyed today's episode, let me know by leaving a thumbs up and a comment down below. I love to get your thoughts and feedback on these races. Tell me what you thought of the Russian Grand Prix, our surprise podium finish, and I'll tell you this right now. The next race, the Singapore Grand Prix, my least favorite of the whole calendar. I hate Singapore. Absolutely cannot stand it. I don't see a points finish in our future. Hell, I'm not even sure I see a finish in our future. I'm so bad at this track. If we get points, I will buy all of you lunch. All right, there you go. That's my bet to you. So make sure you tune in next time to see if you won free lunch. Only way to do that is to make sure you are subscribed to the channel. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Join us. I'd love to see you around more often in our growing community. And until next time, look forward to seeing you for the Singapore Grand Prix.